mimic. This disturbing footage comes from a man documenting what he believed was something seriously wrong inside his home. It begins with his child. The child quietly leads him to an empty room, then suddenly points into the darkness, as if someone is standing there. The man pans the camera, but there's nothing there. No movement, no figure, just darkness. At first it seems like imagination, but then everything escalates.
¿Cuál niña? ¿Ahí está la niña?
Sí.
¿Dónde?
Later that night, he begins to hear something echoing through the house. Laughter, low, unsettling, and coming from somewhere inside. Panicking, he rushes to wake his wife, but she's asleep, right next to their child. So if they're both there, who is making that sound? Trying to stay calm, he steps out into the hallway to investigate. Suddenly, something is thrown at him from the darkness. No warning, no source. Then, the couch in front of him begins to move on its own. At this point, fear completely takes over.
Amor. Amor.
He turns back toward the room, and what he sees is even worse. His wife is now standing, completely still, facing the wall, not moving, not responding. He calls out to her, but she doesn't answer. Then,
Ian! Ian!
he hears it again, a child's voice, somewhere else in the house, and before he can react, loud knocking suddenly echoes from the front door. Desperate, he runs to it, opens it, and rushes outside, but the laughter follows him, the sound of his child, even though his child should still be inside. Confused and terrified, he searches, but finds nothing. The video ends moments later, as he steps into a dark room, and whatever happens next was never recorded. So the question is, what was really inside that house with him? Tell us what you think in the comments below. The knock. This terrifying moment was captured inside a man's home, when he heard something that immediately didn't feel right. It started with a knock, then it happens again, soft but clear, coming from inside his bathroom. With no one else in the house, he slowly walks closer, his heart racing, unsure of what he's about to find. He reaches for the door, and that's when he sees it. A small, childlike figure, peeking at him from behind the door, just for a second, then it quickly pulls back, out of sight. Frozen in fear, he immediately checks behind the door, but there's nothing there. No one, no movement, no place for anything to hide, and that's when the reality sets in. If nothing was there, then what was knocking? It moved. This strange footage was captured inside a video store late at night while an employee was closing up. At first, everything seems completely normal. He's stocking shelves, organizing items, just another quiet shift. But then something changes. Out of nowhere, The cart beside him suddenly moves, on its own. At first he did not bother. But then it gets worse. Items begin to fall off the shelves, one after another, with no one near them. At first he tries to brush it off. Maybe things weren't placed properly. Then it happened again. Another item suddenly falls, this time right in front of him. He freezes, staring at it in shock, trying to process what just happened. And that's when it gets worse. Two more items drop from different shelves. You can see the fear take over. He drops everything in his hands and rushes out of the store without looking back. So the question is, what was inside that store with him that night? Thank you everyone for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment to support the channel.